Hello, and welcome back to another celebrity requested reading. It is May 28th, 2026, and it is 6:48 a.m. So today reading will be on Jaafar Jackson and Maddie Simpson. Okay, the person who requested the reading wanted to know what's really going on between them. So let's figure it out together. All right, as you can see, all of the cards have already been pre-shuffled with Jaafar and Maddie and mine. So let's get started with the African Goddess Rising Oracle cards. I just want to use two cards, you guys, and I want to know what the energy is between Jaafar and Maddie. That's it. And then I want to know what their lesson is when it comes to their connection. All right, so here we go. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have number 25. Okay, number 25 could be significant to one or both of them. All right. Oh, and number 16. We have fearless love and we have joy. Okay, fearless love and joy. What is the spiritual energy that connects, whoa, that connects Jaafar and Maddie? What is the spiritual energy that connects these two? And what is their spiritual, what is their lesson? What is their spiritual lesson? Here we go. All right. So for these two, or, whomever, it's all about grounding. Okay. When it comes to these two, it's all about grounding. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Ooh. Interesting. All right, so when it comes to their spiritual energy connection, we have ether cord. Now, this card for these two makes me feel like there's something that needs to be cut. Okay, and I think that's why I said what I had just said earlier. And I said something about, what the fuck did I say? I said, or whomever. I said, or whomever. I really shouldn't have said, or whomever, because we're talking about two people. But I said, or whomever. So with this ether cord showing up, because I would think it's not them who needs to be separated. So I think it could be someone in their energy that needs to be cut out. But let's just read what it says. Well, I knew this one was gonna take a nigga on a ride. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen. Number 27. And it talks about the lovers. Ooh wee. Not only does it talks about the lovers, it talks about fire sign. Okay, it talks about the element of fire. And I did check Google, and Google had said that both of them are fire signs. If Google is correct, because sometimes Google be fucking me over with these zodiacs, but It said he is a Leo and she is a Sagittarius, okay? Hopefully that is the truth, okay? And listen to what it says, you guys. Okay, I can't pronounce the African person's name right here. It's just Arzulu Dantor. I see what I'm saying. But it says elbow to elbow with her people during the revolution, some type of Haitian revolution. It says to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the dark mother. It also says, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it and remember your worth. Well, ain't that about a bitch? Lord, I dislike readings like this. Hopefully it'll get better. But when it comes to these two, because I'm talking about their spiritual energy, and it's letting us know, you know, this is a couple, you feel me? This is a couple because it's the lovers, number 27. So it's letting me know this definitely is a couple. We definitely got their energy because they're both fire signs and it's the fire element, okay? Okay, so anybody who knows me, who do these readings, y'all know I try my hardest to try to keep it positive, you know, as much as possible as I possibly can, but still deliver the message. But it seemed like something ain't quite right here, y'all. It says, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it and remember your worth. Your worth. Now remember, when we first started the reading out, it was fearless love, right? Now, I must go, I don't know which one is fearless love, but I think fearless love is like the front of this book right here. So which one is fearless love? I gotta find it, y'all. Fearless. Oh, number 25. Duh, Shay, you said it. See y'all. And once again, we're talking about the temple of the lovers. Okay. It says, dare to love. Being in love with yourself allows you to be loved. You feel everything deeply. It says, you are a porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. You are loved and you are worth loving. It says that again. You are worth loving. And it talks about if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Okay, just rip the fucking Band-Aid off of it. Listen, man. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. And I'm hoping and praying when I turn this card over, it'll give me a better understanding. One thing for sure, let me say, there is love here without a shadow of a doubt, okay? There is love here, okay? But something ain't quite right, y'all. Something ain't quite right. And maybe it has something to do with their grounding, okay? But something ain't right. It says the energy cord binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to. Lord have mercy. You must let it go. Close your eyes. See the divine sword of God, Goddess, loving light separating you and dissolving the cord between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you showered to cleanse physical grims, there is also grims in the form of energy cord, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or ether cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. I don't know, y'all. Something ain't quite right with these two. Like I said, there is love here, but you know how sometimes you be in a situation or relationship for so long that you got love for each other, but and everybody is happy. Let me drink this swig of the monster. And everybody is happy for you guys, and it just seems like the right thing to do, and because this is what everybody is used to seeing or whatever the case may be. But deep down inside, they maybe it just ain't the same as it used to be. That's what I would say. And I know whenever you're in a relationship, it's not gonna be how it was in the beginning. But at what point do you cut the cord, or do you continue to move further deeply into it? Is what I'm trying to figure out when it comes to these two. Um, let's see what this is, because this card is supposed to be what lesson their connection activates. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Let's go to it. We got miracles. If you believe shit. Listen. I'm hearing that Whitney Houston song. You believe in miracles. Only. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna read this. I'm gonna read it, but when it comes to what lesson that connects their activation is believing that it will work. Um, if love is there, it will work. If love, basically, this is a love trumps all type of relationship. Let's read what it says. It says, um, this is the high priestess, you guys. It says you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream. You claim you want miracles, but you take an I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Damn. Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be true, you can be your true self, do what awakens your soul, and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet, today ask for it and allow it. My life is full of miracles. when it comes to these two lessons and what it is that they're supposed to learn, I think it pretty much says it right here. You claim you want miracles, but you take an "I'll believe it when I see it" approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? See what I'm saying? This relationship, it's like they'll see what they need to see after the fact. It's looking like these two, and I pray I'm not speaking out of turn, but it's almost like they'll see what it is that they need to see after the fact, because that's pretty much what this just said. What it just said. It's something that these two are missing, and I think they just hoping and wishing that, you know what I'm saying, everything will play out the way it'll be a miracle, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like they missing something, and they won't find it or see it until after the fact. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. You claim you want miracles, but you take an "I'll believe it when I see it" approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Yeah, they not paying attention to something. And the crazy thing about it is this: the high priestess. The high priestess already know what's up. The high priestess already know what's up, y'all. But it's like they not believing it or something like that. And this is the lesson that they have to learn. This is the lesson that they finna, and they finna activate this motherfucker soon too. They finna find out. Damn. Let's go on to grounding. I was trying my hardest, man. Let's go over to grounding. Oh Lord. The grounding is the ancestors. It's one thing. Oh Lord. It's one thing to know what's up, and then you turn your back to knowing what's up, and then you got your ancestors like, come on now, stop playing. You know what's up. Listen, it says protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own mind. In yours. Wait, protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. And your mind is your own. Your truth and your stories are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create a healthy boundary. I'm trying to tell y'all. Something ain't right, man. Shout out to the person who requested this reading, because I don't know what they saw, you know. Um Man, this is crazy. It says create healthy boundaries, and in the ether core talks about cutting something off. Like I said, I know it's love here, you know, cuz both of these cards, all three cards in actuality, was pulled from the Lover's Temple. Okay? Your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnects you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breathing. Meditation and breathing work grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to the soil. Free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. Man, I hope these two don't get in too deep before it's too late to recognize what's up. Ooh, 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 ooh. See what I'm saying? We got grounding, divine lineage, and then we got radical rebirth. There's a change coming. Okay, let's be clear. There's a change coming in this connection. It's not going to happen overnight, but I think they might realize something and it may be too late. And I'm so sorry. I try really hard, y'all, to try to, you know, read the cards a little differently. Because you can read cards any old type of way, you know, it just depends on how you feel. But yeah, I just could not. Tried. I tried. And I wouldn't have tried so hard if it wasn't the Lover's Temple. They got 3 cards for lovers in the Lover's Temple. That's how I know it's love here, but it takes it takes it takes it takes more than love. And I know people are gonna be like, you lie. But it takes more than love to make a relationship function properly. You know, it'd be a lot of females who have love and be in an abusive relationship, right? Everybody can see that this isn't right, but that person loved that person so much, you feel me? A male, he could love somebody so much, but this female could be, you know, draining all his resources, his money, and probably sleeping with his friend. You feel me? But he loved her. So it takes more than love to have a stable relationship. It has to be grounding. And somewhere, somehow, something ain't quite right here. I can't say what the quite right is because up until shit 30 minutes ago, I didn't know who the hell these people were. I promise you I didn't. I know now. But I mean, shit, as soon as I was trying to figure out the zodiacs, and obviously, as soon as I figured out the zodiac, before I even did that, boom, right there. Like, okay, all right, so I see this is Jackson family member. Even though I saw the Jackson right there, it didn't dawn on me till about 30 minutes ago. But it's all good. It's all good. We're going to see what the cards say. We're not going to just go off of what I say. We're going to see what these cards say. So these are the Our World Today Daily Oracles. And I just want to know 3 things, okay? I want to know Jaafar's, hope I'm saying his name right, Jaafar's role and Maddie's energetic world. And then I want to know what Maddie's role is in Jaafar's energetic world. And then I want to know what connects them. Okay? So now we're going to dive a little deeper. So, what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, now, shit. Fuck, man. See, this is why I pre-shuffle these cards on camera. Now, I always pre-shuffle them, but I never show y'all that I'm pre-shuffling. I just say they be pre-shuffled and hope and pray y'all believe me. But you saw me pre-shuffle them. And this is crazy. How they show up in each other's world. Now, this could be on his end. This could be on her end. What's at the bottom of the deck? You know what I'm saying? It could be either or you know, or both. Shit, I don't fucking know. But listen. But look what we got at the bottom of the deck. 24, the flexor. The flexor. Let me tell you something, because I'm not finna sit up here and play around with it no more. I ain't got time for that. I gotta take my son to Walmart. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm just finna go. I'm finna go. You know? When it comes to how these two show up in each other's world, somebody is showing up as a motherfucking flexor. Let's be clear. Okay? I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's her. But somebody is showing up as a motherfucking flexor because that's what it say. Number 24 could be significant. Okay? Flexor. We all know what a flexor is. Okay? I don't... Shit. I can't sugarcoat a flexor. How do you... I can't. That's why, you know what? I can't play with it. We got to go to Walmart. God damn it. Listen. When it comes to... And see, this is at the bottom of the deck. Over here we got grounding, right? This is a relationship. You ain't got the... You don't have to show up and eat nobody's energy as a flexor. Not when there's real love there. Not when there's real love there. I'm not finna, okay, hypothetically speaking, if I was in a relationship, I'm not finna try to flex on my partner, and I would hope and pray my partner wouldn't try to flex on me. Although that has been shit in the past, but I'm just saying. Not on my behalf, though. Somebody trying to flex. Okay? It comes off as a subtle flex, but a flex is a flex. Okay? Listen, 31:31 on the clock. What is that all about? Ooh, wee. Damn. What did I say? Did I say it comes off as a soft flex? Because it's disguised. We got the witch here. We got the witch here. Boop. Listen. Yo, that's crazy. First card, please. Jaafar role in Maddie's energetic world. What is Jaafar's role in Maddie's energetic world? And I'm so sorry if I'm saying this man's name wrong. It's a pretty interesting name. I don't think I've ever heard of it before. Now I want to know, what is Maddie's world in Jaafar role? I said world. What is Maddie's role in Jaafar's world? Okay. And then I want to see what connects them. What connects them, please? What connects these two, please, Spirit? Energetically speaking, okay? What connects these two? We got Yogi. Yogi is all about flex on a different type of level. Didn't I say it's like a soft flex? Okay. That's crazy because I was gonna bring that statue up here today. Let's talk about the Yogi first, because it's a flex. It's just a different type of flex. It's what I call a soft flex. Okay. Number 6 could be significant. Okay. And this is what it says. It says enlightenment. It talks about alignment, spiritual practices. It talks about reflexes. It talks about joining. It talks about uniting, as above, so below. It talks about harmony. It talks about balance. It talks about focus. It talks about calmness. It talks about perspective. It talks about peaceful thinking, detoxing, control, strength, connection, movement, relaxation, reliability. It talks about, no, relief. And it talks about stability, spiritual enlightenment, peace of mind, and sense of self. Didn't I say with the high priestess popping up, these two know what's up? The yogi is all about enlightenment. It just told you everything about everything right here. Now, I could say what I'm thinking, but I'm not. I'm just going to see what the cards got to say first. Because remember, the whole time, I'm like, with the high priestess, they know what's up. And I'm like, oh, your ancestors know what's up. So it's like with the yogi, they know what's up too. They know what role they play in each other's life energetically. But they are really, really good at how they come off. Very, very good. Like, if the person hadn't requested this reading, I don't think, well, you know what? Don't matter what I think, Shay. Shut up and read the cards. Okay. Let's see how Jaafar, his role in Maddie's energetic world. How does he show up? Lord have mercy. That's not good, man. That's not good, bro. Like, what the fuck? How does he show up? How does Jaafar roll in Maddie's energetic world? She don't really. Listen, something ain't right. There's no reason, no rhyme or reason as to why this card showed up. Now we got another card talking about dark side. So how Jaafar's role in Maddie's energetic world. We got the shadow. We have the shadow. This is his role. I don't like it. It talks about shadow work. It talks about facing fears. It talks about the dark side of self. It talks about clearing the air. It talks about history, but it also talks about seeing through the illusions, hidden in plain sight. Soul work in healing the past. Listen, that's exactly why I said what I said. If the person who requested this reading wouldn't have requested this reading, you would never know, because whatever's going on it's a soft flex. It's like, yeah, we together. Damn, I don't even want to say that. It's like, I do not want to say that. That's not nice. Let me tell you something. Something ain't right here. Something is not right. It says seeing through the illusions hidden in plain sight. I'll just put it this way. Everything you see is not everything you getting. And of course, in relationships, some things should be private, but not at the expense of the relationship itself as a whole, okay? You don't just stick out in a relationship because it looks good on paper. You feel me? You don't just stay in something because it looks good on paper. Are you happy? Are you truly happy? Are you getting what you need? So, his role in her energetic world is not good. It's just not good. So vice versa. Let's see Maddie's role in his energetic world. This gonna tell it. This gonna tell the truth that it is. I cannot. Oh shit, y'all! Look at that. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Y'all ain't gonna believe it when I tell you. I just karmic, the karmic, the karmic. I told you. And peep game. 38 and 39. You saw me shuffle the cards again. How could 38 and 39 show up right behind each other? This is their energy. I'm telling you. And it's on both of them. They pretend for the you know what? Fuck it. I was trying not to say that shit. I was trying not to say that shit. These motherfuckers are some performers out of this motherfucking world. But how far are we going to go with this performance, though? That's what I want to know. I don't give a fuck who don't like the fucking reading. It's for the person who requested it, okay? Now, if that person don't like it, then damn, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But I don't give a fuck who else don't, because I'm doing it for the person who asked for it. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And they know something ain't right, and they ancestors know something ain't right. And if I was a betting motherfucker, I bet $1 that everybody around them knows something ain't right. But hey, you look good together. You look good on paper. It's good for business. It's good for the family. You feel me? Okay. But what about them, though? Is it good for them, though? Is it good for them? Don't let this be a repeat cycle. Break the chain. Break the chain. Don't let this be a repeat cycle. It don't have to be a repeat cycle. You don't. Oh my God. Oh God. Man, y'all. Wow. Well then, what is the theme? I am really disappointed. Like, for real. I didn't know I never know what to expect with these readings, man. I just don't. But I just didn't see this coming. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm not a psychic. There's a difference. And I didn't see this, y'all. I didn't, because it's a cycle that needs to be broken. And as long as we pretending that everything is okay, We gonna teach our next generation to feel like everything is okay when clearly it's not. But we look good. And that's why this miracle is right here. Waiting on a change, believing this and that. But like I said, oh, you gonna believe in a minute. Mm-hmm. You gonna see what. Mm-hmm. And for those who say you wishing something bad, I would never wish anything bad on anybody's nothing. I wouldn't wish nothing bad on nobody's pinky toe, ever. But it's right here in the cards, man. I can't make that up. And once again, everything happens for a reason. Okay? They got to go through this cycle. Somebody got to be the one to break the chain. But I don't know if they going to break the chain. That's the part that I'm worried about. Damn all this. I'm worried about, is the cycle going to keep going? I said something wasn't quite right from the jump. What is this? The theme of their connection. What's the theme of their connection? Oh, God. Of course, this would be the theme of their connection. It looks good. It looks good. When you look at this card, what's the first thing? If you didn't see this right here, what it is, the athlete, what would you think? Oh, it looks good. What looks good? A person who plays basketball, is for the most part in fit. They have a nice group of friends, social. They're usually tall. They usually got money in their pockets. They're talented. It looks good. This is the theme of their connection. Well, it looked good. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn how good an athlete look. The first time that motherfucker missed that free throw, or that what they call it, the 3-shot ball, the 3-pointer from the corner or some shit. That don't look good, do it? You got the commentators talking shit. You got the person who done shot the ball looking down on his own self, knowing that he's talented. You got the other team making fun of a motherfucker. Yeah, it looks real good until it don't. Bucket. I'm telling you. Let's talk about what the athlete says. The athlete is number 29. And it says, playing the game. Oh, damn, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Listen, maybe I did, but I forgot. Shit, listen. Playing the game? Well, we is talking about the theme of their connection. Yeah, they is kind of playing a role. Playing a role. So the athlete, the first thing says, playing the game. It talks about willpower, motivation, courage, fitness, goals, routine, self-confidence, desire to succeed, winner attitude, optimistic, go-getter, focus. If this card was in reverse, it would say loser mentality. Loser mentality. That can't be on our background. We're not losers. We're winners. Show you right. Competition. Competition. We are the competition. What you talking about? Negative attitude. Negative attitude. I'm not a negative attitude. I'm a Rich. I'm a Jackson, and I'm a Miss Simpson. Okay. Shape of distraction. I said shape of distraction. Out of shape. I ain't never seen a fat goddamn Jackson. Well, the father and the mother, but they so they don't count. out of shape, distraction, lack of motivation, stagnation, lacking discipline. This is never anything that you would say about a Jackson. Um, I don't know if Maddie, is she like one of those like Jessica Simpson's people or Ashley Simpson's them people, like them Kardashians. Like, is she like one of those people or something like that? Like somebody famous is what I'm trying to say. Because I swear I did not know who she was. Well, probably like an hour ago now. But I'm just saying, yeah, it just don't look good. You know what I'm saying? If this car was in the reverse, but playing the game. This is their connection, their thing when it comes to their connection, playing the role. Lights, camera, action. It looks good. We got all these dark cards over here. Then you got this one card right here. See what I'm saying, y'all? What they say, everything that glitters, baby, is not gold. It is not gold, okay? Remember that. Man, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Well, let's get on down to the get down, and we're going to use the tattoo ink and intuition cards. And we finna ask some questions, We're going to ask some questions for Maddie. Is that short for Madison or some shit? Yeah, we're going to ask some questions for her. And we're going to ask some questions for him. So we're going to talk about their past. We're going to talk about their present. We're going to talk about their future. Let me get a little more monster, y'all. All right. So what's at the bottom? Well, naturally, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom. And that is so bogus. I swear, I just heard the Queen of Wands could be both. That's not right. The Queen of Wands. Well, when I saw this, I naturally thought about Maddie. But then something said the Queen of Wands could be both of them. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So I don't know. Is he a diva? Is he a diva? I don't know. But we're talking about their past, their present, and their future feelings. That's what I'm going to try to get to the bottom of here, okay? But it is interesting that we got the Queen of Wands right here. And as I said, if Guga is telling me the truth, they are both fire signs, okay? He's a Leo and she's a Saggy. All right. Wow. All right, we got those 4 wands right here. More fire energy here for these two. But I ain't gonna waste too much time. Let's get on down to it. Can I get one card for Jaafar's past feelings? When it comes to Jaafar's past feelings for Maddie, what is it? When it comes to Maddie's past feelings for Jaafar, what is it? When it comes to Jaafar's present feelings for Maddie, what is it? When it comes to Maddie's present feelings for Jaafar. Ooh, what is it? She gonna get 2. She gonna get 2. Okay. When it comes to Jaafar's future feelings for Maddie, and when it comes to Maddie's future feelings for Jaafar. Whoa, why she? Can y'all see that? Why she keep getting 2 cards? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so fucking slow. Okay, listen. Listen, man. Listen, we got the high priestess showing up again. So let's just call a spade, man. Listen. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Okay? Ain't nothing new up under the sun. I'm going to say that before I even look at these cards, man. I can say it because we got the high priestess again at the... What does the high priestess say? They had the high priestess up here. What does the high priestess talk about down here? The high priestess talks about the moon goddess. It talks about deep knowledge. It talks about intuition. It talks about intelligence. It talks about enlightenment. Okay? It talks about understanding. It talks about wisdom. It talks about science and education. It talks about inspiration. It talks about mystery. It talks about prophecy. It talks about sanctuary and pride. It talks about egotistical surface knowledge, relationships, instability, and unforgiving. Listen, man. This isn't a secret to what's going on between these two. This no secret. Well, I tell you one goddamn thing. It ain't no secret to them. It is not a secret to them. When I say it's not a secret to them, what I'm saying is they know what's... You know how some people can be in the dark about what's going on in their relationship. What I'm saying is, ain't neither one of these two in the dark. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Yo, ain't neither one of them in the dark. They know what this is. They know what this is. They know what it isn't. But they're going to still push through. Because it looks good, man. Sis, bro, it looks good. Man. It's crazy. So we got the high priestess. And I want to see what her cards say so bad. It's... Man, please. I want to see so bad. I mean, bad. But I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna just keep it, you know. So let's see. Let's talk about the past. Because the past is the past, but we talking about their feelings, y'all. So what was their past feelings? So the first card is going to be for Jaafar. Okay, so not bad at all, but not bad at all. So let's talk about it. So when it talks about the past feelings, we got the Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups about? Happy, gathering, social events, group effort, victory, problems being solved, wounds and painful memories healed, pleasure of life, joy, family, supported from siblings, cousins, peers, conclusion. Bottom line, in the past, it was all good. And as it should be. As it should be. Because isn't that how it is in a relationship? It's always good, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't stick around. You out the door. Well, you should be out the fucking door. There's your red flag right there if it isn't. But yeah. So far so good. Three of Cups. His past feelings was like shit, we winning. We got something to celebrate. We happy. We in love. We got cups here. Our family support us. Our my sisters and brothers support us. If he got sisters and brothers, or whatever. My cousins, our peers. You know what I'm saying? They support this connection. Everything was good. You feel me? On his end. So let's see about little Maddie. I wonder if her name Madison, y'all. Or is it really just Maddie? Anyway, because I want to call her Madison so bad. Let's see how she felt. Ooh, girl. Okay, okay. Okay, not necessarily bad. Not necessarily bad, okay? 3 for 3, okay? Her past feelings was, okay, this how I'm finna read this. Listen, her past feelings was the Three of Pentacles. This is money, honey. But let us work together. Let us be a team. Let us look good. Okay. Let's see what. So they both got 3. 3 and 3. Okay. Number 6 could be significant to these two. And plus we got number 6 up here with Yogi. Okay. And don't forget we got 3 over here with grounding. You know what I'm saying? So her past feelings was, we can work this out. You know, we can work together to get this, whatever this is. Okay. Let's see what that 3 of it talks about skills, it talks about mastery, it talks about accomplishment, it talks about good reputation in the business, it talks about expertise, building on experience, craftsmanship, high status, baby, and honored, earned. Okay, high status, okay, and honors, earned. Okay, listen, let's call a spade a spade. How she felt was, it looks good. Okay, and what do you want me to say? Okay, I'm just saying, like, what else do y'all want me to say? We know what the 3 of Pentacles look like, but I don't really know if the 3 of Pentacles should show up like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe not. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but we're talking about her feelings. But Cups is about love, you feel me? Pentacles is about money, but I would still like to look at this, because there are a couple, I would still like to look at this as teamwork, you feel me? And not look at this as building towards something is a good thing. I want to build towards something, you know, working together or whatever the case may be, but you heard what the card said. Good reputation in work and business, expertise, building on experience, high status. As I said before, it looks good. So her past feelings was, it looks good. Let's work together. Let's do this. Okay. So let's go on to how they feel as of right now. All right. So how he feels as of right now is, look at that. Look at that. Now, it's a cup. It is definitely a cup, you feel me? In the I said in the in the cups talks about limited success. It talks about modesty. It talks about decline. It talks about abandoned plans. It talks about letting go and moving on. Something loses charge or significance. Recognition and impossible situations, seeking new pastures. Well, god damn, Uncle Sam. Listen, yo, what the fuck is this? Jaafar? Something I'm telling you, I can't get it out quick enough. Something ain't right. And maybe he done seen the light. I don't know. But this is not good for present feelings, man. In traditional Eight of Cups, this isn't good, and it damn sure ain't good here. Limited success, modesty, decline, abandoned plans, letting go, moving on, something losing charge or significance, recognition. Recognizing an impossible situation and seeking new pastures. This isn't good. And I'm so sorry that this reading, I did a reading and somebody was like, it's so sad. And then somebody else was like, how was it sad? And then I was like, I'm sad that you're sad. But this not good, y'all. But I think somebody is starting to realize that, it's his cup. I mean, I said it's his cup. It's his card. Now let's see her, because she got two cards on two different occasions. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what hers is talking about. I want to turn this one over first, okay? Man, shit. She got me feeling like old boy from Mo Money. God damn. You see why her eyes is green? No. I'm just fucking around. Like, I'm just kidding. But how her present feelings are the connive of coins. And the connive of coins is basically like the page of coins, you guys. And it talks about studying. It talks about reflection. It talks about meditation. It talks about concentration, and it talks about rules. It talks about applications, and it talks about instructions. It talks about scholarship. It talks about the love of learning and knowledge, messenger, collecting, and circulation, information, management, or its lack. It talks about liberal, it talks about luxury, and it talks about wasteful. Me personally, when we talk about feelings, it's a lot of his feelings. Cups represents emotions, feelings, and things of that nature. So far, when we talk about her feelings, it just seems like, it's money, money, money. And like I said, she could be like one of those Simpsons, like, Homer Simpson, Maggie Simpson, Marge, I don't know. But when we talk about feelings, emotions. It's a little weird that once again we got pentacles popping up, but maybe she's just feeling like maybe she should learn the business. But that's still kind of like weird because of what we're talking about, unless she's planning on managing him down the road or something like that, because we are talking about present energy. Okay, we're talking about the present feelings. His feelings is the Eight of Cups. Right now, hers is the Connive of Coins, which is the Page of Coins. So what is this card, though? Ooh. Ooh. Well, ain't that about a bitch? Only reason why I say that is because the Hierophant, okay, this is Taurus energy. And this is about tradition. This is about morals, social approval, philosophy, universal laws, goodness, vulnerability, impotence, religious, training, rituals, symbolism, ceremonies. And because it came out with these two cards, this is her present feelings is basically social standing, social status, traditionally studying, figuring out how to, stay in this Hierophant energy. She has a lot on her mind when it comes to the present energy. Okay. This card with this card together, coupled together, this someone trying to figure out something, learn something to put them in a higher position, Hierophant, higher learning, traditional, social. It is what it says, and she's working really, really hard to do that. Wow. I was hoping this was the Hermit. I really was. Because at least if it would have been the Hermit, that would let me know that she's trying to move differently in a more positive type of way. Not saying that this is a negative way, but it just don't look good, man. It just don't look good. Well, I just want to. We just gonna save him for a minute. We're gonna save him for a minute. Can we just go ahead and see what these say? Cause god damn, let's just see what these say. We gonna get back to you, Jaafar. Let's stick with Maddie right quick. So this is the future feelings, you guys. Wow. Why? Okay, so when it comes to her future feelings, she's showing up as a Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, you guys, talks about dashing, brave, defender, expert, soldier, marksman, skillful, practice, attack, starts battles, courageous, hero, Nip it in the bud. Reckless, impulsive, and indiscretion. Whoa, that's crazy to me. That this is how she would show up for her future feelings. Why would anybody show up as future feelings to be a potent defender with expert soldier marksman? Well, of course, because she's learning things already in the present energy. She's learning things that'll be useful for her to come in the future. Okay, so that makes sense. But why do we have attacking and starting battles? You don't have to attack and start shit unless you are already in the process of thinking of some bullshit already. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Okay. I mean, I know, but it ain't none of my goddamn business. It don't make a break me in any type of way. Look, I'm just picking at my fingernails. Shit, like, ain't got nothing to do with money. For real. Shit, oh, I know. Oh, I knew when we first started the cards. Oh, I knew. But I'm just the person requested it, so we just finna go along with the go along. You feel me? What else, Shay? Ooh, that hurted me. Ooh, that hurted. And the only reason why it hurted because when she get done doing what she get done doing, she gonna be happy with the 10 of Cups. This, coupled with this, the 10 of Cups let's talk about it. The 10 of Cups is good. But it says great joy. Okay? Then when I split that deck in half, we had fearless love and we had joy. Here, listen. It says great joy, pleasures of life, happy family, peace, contentment, ecstasy, a full heart, being loved and cared for. In reverse, it would be talk about abuse and violence if turned on its head. But why would the 10 of Cups be coupled up with the Knight of Swords? Ultimately, when it comes to the future, her future feelings is she's gonna get what she wants. She's gonna get what she wants, but it seems like it's very strategic. It seems like it's very calculated. Damn. Well then, how does he feel? What could trump this? He could probably have the Hermit, go within to try to figure out what's going on. But I think he already knows, so I don't even know. Interesting. Listen, his future feelings ain't no more cups right here, yo. He's showing up as the Empress. Remember in the beginning I was like the Queen of Wands could be both. I said, is he a diva? He's showing up as the Empress as far as his feelings go for the future. Listen to this. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I was going right. Okay. The Empress, you would think it would have been the Emperor, but it's all good. Um, the Empress talks about the Queen. It talks about feminine power. It talks about mother, fertility, pleasures, luxury, beauty, success. It talks about evolution. It talks about movement. It talks about marriage. It talks about wealth. It talks about over attachment. It talks about domestic upheaval, delayed and lack of creativity, and it talks about a waste. Now, if I was a betting person, if I was, I would bet $1 that his current, I mean, not his current feelings, his future feelings is gonna be two can play that game. He's smarter than he looks, okay? He's smarter than he looks. She's showing up as a page, and then once she learns, she shows up as a sword, right? But ultimately, the trump card would be this high, not this high priestess, but this empress right here. Okay. Um, Empress, we all know, it talks about money for sure. Okay. It talks about fertility and luxury. This is high status. You feel me? Very high status. Um, I'm getting the energy of two can play that game. I was willing to meet you where you at, but now I got the level up on that ass. Okay. So ultimately, she will get what she wants. Okay. She will get what she wants or deserves, but not to a point where he'll be sitting sad or bad or something like this. I'm not finna say what she wants. I'm not finna say that. I just want to know what this card is. And I knew that already. That's why I wanted to check and see. The Nine of Coins. It's money. It's money. She'll get what she wants. She'll get what she wants. You know. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. Yep. She will get what she wants. That's crazy. Woo! Damn, that long, and I only done got through what, 3 decks? Oh, that's crazy. Why y'all let me talk so much? Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let's use Tula. Let's use Tula. Man, I knocked these motherfuckers down the other day. Like, God damn it. All right, y'all. Here we go. I want to use Tula, and I just want to know about the karmic lesson that they're learning. Okay, we already know it's definitely karmic lessons because remember we had the karmic card right here. Remember that? Let's talk about what Jaafar triggers in Maddie. When I say that, what does he do that pisses her off? Vice versa. What do he do that pisses her off? What does Jaafar do that pisses Maddie off? What is it that Maddie does that pisses Jaafar off? Here we go. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we got self-care. Okay. These two need to take care of themselves. Take time out to take care of themselves with self-care being here. One or the other. All right. And they already know. If I get one more intuition card, that's three, was it four? That's like three, four cards about intuition. They already know, y'all. This is not new to them. What does Jaafar do that pisses Maddie off? One card, please. What does Maddie do that pisses Jaafar off? Y'all hear them? Y'all hear them alarms? What does Maddie do that pisses Jaafar off? She don't do nothing? What? What? We know better than that now. She don't want us to know. She don't want us to know. Well, I'm sorry, baby girl. Tough titty. One card, please. What does Maddie trigger in Jaafar? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, should have known that. Should have known that one. All right, where's the book at? Well, because she didn't want us to know about that, okay. What she triggers in him, what she does that pisses him off is applause. And that's fucked up. And if I was a female, I wouldn't want anybody to know this either. Okay? Well, I am a female, but I'm just saying. I wouldn't want anybody to know either. Applause is all about basically knowing your worth, regardless of who's around, who get to see you, So I think this is very fitting. So it's like, say for instance, you can get all the love and appreciation while you're on stage, but then when you get off that stage, you don't receive the same thing once you're off that stage, okay? But we're talking about the karmic lesson. She pisses him off basically by saying, if I was a fly on the wall, something to the extent of, yeah, you may think you all this, that, and the other, but guess what? I know you're little dirty little secrets. I know you ain't this, and I know you're not that, and I know you drop the ball and you fumble like this and you fumble like that. Like, basically, what she triggers is in him, pisses him off, is like, he doesn't get the same love that he gets on stage when he's off a stage. But what he needs to realize is that the stage doesn't make you. So regardless of what she would say, that shouldn't make you feel no type of way. So this is what his karmic lesson is to learn that who you are on that stage doesn't define you. What defines you is that who you are inside when no one's looking, when the cameras is off. Okay? So she kind of make him feel like shit at times, y'all. And that's why she didn't want it to come out. Her energy did not want me to tap into that at all, but I get it. Because then that would make her not look like, what it would make her look like. So I get it. But don't play with me, baby. I'm gonna get it up out of you each and every goddamn time. Don't fight with me. I'm gonna get it. Y'all know I'm gonna get it. But anyway, yes, that's what applause is all about. I'm not gonna read it because I got to go to Walmart, but I'll show you and you can screenshot it and you can read it yourself. Because I want to get back home and finish. I'm listening to this good old book. It's a really good book. It's called The Institute by Stephen King. Oh my God, it is so fucking good. I've been cracking up the whole time. Y'all don't know, but I'm a big ass bookworm. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot and I listen to a lot of books, and this one had me dying laughing all day yesterday. So yeah, I get back home and listen to that shit. It's funny. It's called The Institute by Stephen King. It's really good. All right, so what about him? How does he piss her off? Ooh, ooh, ain't that about a bitch? He, but that's how you supposed to do it. That's how you supposed to do it. Um, him acting like this is what triggers her. This is what pisses her off. Flow. Flow is all about allowing things to happen naturally. Um, so it's kind of like if she is getting on his nerves and he act like he's not bothered by it or anything like that, that pisses her off. It's almost like pushing the red button, like the mama button. And it's like, you say my mama? Usually you say your mama, right? Somebody gets all, what I'm saying, bent out of shape behind the mama word. He don't get bent out of shape. And even if it does bother him, he acts like it doesn't, and that pisses her off. That pisses her off. Damn. That's funny. Applause. Applause is all about knowing who you are, and flow is basically going with the flow. Like, yeah, I'm pissed off, but guess what? You'll never know that, and that irks her. And I think that would irk any female though. Like, you trying really hard to piss off your man, and he seem like he not bothered. That would piss anybody off. So, I get it. That's what pisses her off. This is what pisses him off. He feels like she doesn't give him the credit or the respect. But what he needs to learn is that you give your own self the credit. You give your own self the respect. No one is never going to give you that credit or respect better than your own self. So appreciate that. When it comes to her life lessons, because we talk about karmic lessons. So when it comes to her karmic lesson in this situation is to learn how to allow things to flow naturally and don't push the envelope. Don't push so hard against divine timing, against nature. Allow things to happen naturally. Because when you try to change things up and force it, it doesn't flow properly. Okay, so that's what she needs to learn. And at the bottom of the deck, we got savor. Okay. Everybody know what savor is. Savoring the moment. Appreciating the here and the now. Not focusing on tomorrow. Not focusing on the past. Not, focusing on what's here right now. They both need to learn how to do that. They both need to learn how to be in the present moment. Okay, appreciate what's in front of them, not appreciating what they used to have, or appreciating what they well, I guess you could be grateful for certain things if you want them, but just appreciating where you are in life right now in this very moment. Savor that, appreciate that, be grateful for where you are right now. Okay, so that's what they both need to learn. Well, damn. I just want another sip of Monster. I do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. At why? Because this is the hip hop queens, and it seems like she can be a diva when she wants to, but it also seems like he could possibly be a diva too if he needs to be. Okay, so damn, this chair be making. I'm gonna put some WD-40 in this bitch. This motherfucker popping and locking and all type of shit. Um, let's use the hip hop queens, and I just want to know the archetype. I want to know how she shows up in the connection as well as how he show up, but we're going to do him first. So at the bottom of the deck we got ambitious, so they both are highly motivated for one reason or another. They're both highly motivated. Okay, can I get one card please? How does Jaafar show up in this connection? Via these hip hop queen cards, how does Jaafar show up in this connection? All right, Jaafar, it's your turn. Come on out, buddy. How do you show up in this connection? Very well. He doesn't want to come out, y'all, so we have to force it. Why, sir? Why you want me to do this? Thought we was just fine. How does he show up in this connection? One card, please, Spirit. Thank you. I don't know why you fucking playing with me, bro. How does Maddie show up in this connection? What is her archetype in this connection? How does she show up? I ain't gonna do this too much longer now. She get it. She understands it. Potential. They both got a lot of potential. Okay? But it's all about where you put that potential at. Okay? So here we go. He didn't want to come out for some reason. Why did he not want to come out? Oh, okay. Well, I understand that, sir. We all feel that way. Okay. You know how sometimes you feel like no matter what you do, you're never good enough? Or you'll never, be, that's how he feels. That's why he did not want to come out. He feel like he'll never be good enough. That's crazy. Wow, bro. What the fuck? Anyway. Let's see. Why is you did all of that just to do this, bro? Well, I guess so, because I just said what I said. He felt like he's never good enough. So here we go with potential. Not potential. Here we go with ambition. Yeah. Then we have ambition in a minute ago when I had turned the card over in the first place, the deck. Yeah. So let's talk about it. Ambition. Let's see what ambition talks about. Oh, look. It says present day. It says your current focus is forward, seeking a new place to pursue your goals. Maybe it's a new job or career switch, evolution in your personal life, perhaps the prospects of either marriage or starting a family awaits on the horizon. The key is to take a chance and you will find your footing one way or another. Well, damn. Damn, 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 damn. Interesting. I've never read this right here. We're talking about how he shows up, and listen to this. Your current focus is forward, seeking a new place to pursue your goals. Maybe it's a new job or a career switch, evolution in your personal life, perhaps the prospect of either marriage or starting a family awaits on the horizon. The key is to take a chance and you will find your footing one way or another. Yep. No matter what you decide to do, bro, you gonna figure it out one way or another. And that's what I said earlier. I said that earlier. I said, oh, he gonna find out. But just hopefully not before it's too late, man. Okay. So let's talk about what this ambition card talks about. It talks about goals and it talks about success and it talks about failures. Okay. Um, it says telling you, it says Drizzy, like when you pull this card, it's telling you it's time to set new ones for yourself, new goals for yourself. It says resolutions aren't just for New Year, so write them down and start plotting your next move. You are prepared to level up, but may be unsure how. Develop a step by step plan with realistic milestones along the way. Remember, setting your expectations too high could be setting yourself up for disappointment, discouragement, and ultimately failure. See, that's why I said what I said. Never feeling as if you're good enough, but you have the potential. See, you got to take baby steps. If you drill in your mind that small steps will lead to greater end results, you understand the value of having a plan. You know how the Benjamin Franklin says go. How the Benjamin Franklin saying goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So he has a lot of ambitions. He has a lot of different goals. He has a lot of potential and different things that it is that he wants to do in life, period. But he just doesn't feel like he'll ever be good enough or be where he wants to be on his own. You feel me? Yup. So he's a little timid at times. He's a little shy at times, you know. But he got to get up out of that. Because when you have that type of mind frame, people will fuck you over and leave you in the dust. So, little buddy, you need to figure it out. What you gonna do, okay? Let's talk about her. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how Maddie, what's hers? Okay. I've only got this card twice, I think. And she got guidance, okay? And it's interesting because her archetype showing up as guidance in us girls, she's not um, she's not by herself. Let me tell you, she got somebody assisting her and which way to go. You know, remember we had this higher friend, that higher learning, that traditional, that society, you feel me? She has someone assisting her, in the way that she needs to go, or the way that she should go for her archetype. Okay, so she's not alone in her thing. And look at here, look what it talks about. Ooh, in the last word on here, it says foundation. In order for you to build something solid, you have to have a solid foundation. Grounding. Grounding is up here, right? And then it talks about connection to the earth. And it also talks about archetype. And we're talking about archetype, you feel me? And it also talks about advice. Okay? She's a very, very clever girl. Okay? And she could even be a little freaky girl. Okay? She's very clever. And you know what? I just happened to turn the page, and it's potential. So remember, I said they both got potential, right? I turned the page. This is her card right here, guidance. But I turned the page right here, and that's potential right there. It's right here. So I said they both got potential, but at the same time, what are you using that potential for, right? And whatever information that she's getting or utilizing, or with that page of what did we have earlier, that page of coins, and this hierophant, whatever she's learning it, and she's gonna make sure she gets the best out of that information that she has, what she's learning. Okay, and you can't really be mad at somebody like that. Not really. You can't, because she's not just sitting around. She's gathering information. She's gaining what she needs. She's very good at what she does. I said that earlier. Okay, let's talk about it. It says, with an Us Girl card, you can define boogie too, but seek some guidance before you make your move. Talk to your mother, your grandmother, your maternal figures in your life, or Mother Nature, or Mother Earth. Didn't we talk about all of that shit? Yeah, we did. These divine feminine sources can inspire you, your outlook, and help you reach your hearts of the matter. So take a step back and consult with your trusted circle. Your trusted circle. You would think your trusted circle would be your significant other, pillow talk, things of that nature. But no, it is at least two more people, that she talks to about certain things, certain goals, certain ambitions, certain potential opportunities, you know? And that could be why I said earlier, or whomever. Remember I said that? Or whomever is in the situation, in the relationship, in the connection. Sometimes it's a mother figure putting her 2 cents into a relationship and probably shouldn't. Or sometimes it's your best friend, putting his information into the situation, or your best girlfriend, or your best cousins, or whomever, putting their 2 cents into your connection, into your relationship. But at the end of the day, she's using the information, that what she's learning, to the best, so it can be the best for her. Okay? The best for her. It's not, even the people who's giving her the information, if it don't sound right, like she's gonna come out on top, shit, and next, what else you got for me? You feel me? It's like that. So she's a very smart girl. She's a very smart girl. She's utilizing her sources, right? And that's what you should do in life. But it always have to be the intentions behind it, and that's all I'll say about that. Okay, it's all about the intentions behind it. Ooh, and as soon as I lift up potential, we got vision. Yep, yep. One the reason why I'm saying yep is seeing vision, how you visualize yourself, how you see things around you. Yeah, that's left eye right there, y'all. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead to the moonology. All right. And the moonology cards, I just want to know about the past cycles, the present cycles, and the future cycles for these two. Why did I want to say that these three? Why do I keep thinking it's somebody else in this situation? Enchanted is at the bottom of the deck. And Enchanted, let me read it. Let me read it. Let me read it. Where is it? Let me talk about it, y'all. Here, I went right to it. Y'all know I don't usually get to a thing that fast. It says, there is something magical and enchanting about the moonlight. Whatever it touches turns a beautiful, creamy silver. Something is doing this in your life now, or it is about to. Life is all about cycles. As astrology and moonology, right now, you're about to move into a more enchanted time or cycle in your life if you believe. Whatever you're wishing for can come true because you started to believe again, perhaps after a rough time. This card reminds you to focus on the good while you process the difficult. If you can't yet feel the magic in your life, take support from a daily practice of just breathing. Didn't we talk about that breathing shit earlier? Yep. With grounding, we talked about breathing techniques with grounding, with the intentions of breathing out stress through cleansing breaths. It might be dark now, but there is the moonlight at the end of the tunnel. So keep the faith and see the world through kind eyes. That's why we had that vision right there with left eye. If you affirm that something is too good to be true, you might make it so instead. Believe that life can be magical for you, and it can be. Listen, it's a lot of bullshit going on. Let's be clear. It's a lot of bullshit going on. There's a lot of stress going on. Um, they're trying to move through it without people catching on. It talked about a light at the end of the tunnel. It talked about darkness. It's a lot going on. I can't say exactly what's going on for sure because I'm not there. But something isn't right, but it's not new to them. They know what it is. They know what it is. And honestly, I think, I'm going to need that again. But honestly, I think they're just afraid of who might say what. It don't look good for the image, you know? And I think that's what it all boils down to. Just grin it and bear or something like that, people say. I don't agree with that saying because what kind of relationship is that to be in if you're not truly happy? You want to be happy in your relationship. You don't want to just pretend to be happy. You want to really be happy. We got support right here. They need to go talk to somebody. They need to go talk to somebody who gonna tell them the truth and not just what they want to hear. They need to talk to like a foreign person, somebody who don't know nothing about them, so they can give them an honest opinion. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I get one card? Can I get it back to back, please, Spirit? I need one card for the past, I need one card for the present, and I need one card from the future. Can I please get it back to back? This is going to be from the past. This is going to be the present. This is going to be the future. This is going to be the bottom of the deck. Okay? We got meant to be. Meant to be. Turn it over. We got knowledge. Okay. When it comes to the past cycle, we got knowledge. Okay. Knowledge, I'm going to read it. Knowledge right here. Okay. So we're talking about the past cycles. They're emotional past cycles. Okay. It says, there are some things we know because we learned them from old-fashioned traditional ways, and there are some things we know because we intuit them instinctively and on an energetic level. Drawing this card suggests that you're wiser than you know, but that the answer your question, you will need a sacred knowledge that can be found in this book. Okay, that can't be found in this book or online. See what I'm saying? Let me read that again, y'all. There are some things we know because we learned them the old-fashioned traditional way, and there are some things we know because we intuit them, okay, instinctively and on a energetic level. Drawing this card suggests that you're wiser than you know, but that to answer your question, you will need sacred knowledge that cannot be found in this book or online. You are therefore advised to go within and call the goddess to you. Channel her through and then journal about your experience. If you have a favorite goddess you like to work with, call her in. Alternatively, sorry you guys, explore with the goddess appears to you and call her in by asking her to come and meditate, or simply close your eyes and ask the goddess to come to me. However you do this process, ask the goddess to transmit the information you need. Whenever this card appears, it's a reminder to stay on track with your moon. Set intentions, a new moon, and release the divine full moon. Listen, you don't yet have all the answers you need. Step into your wisdom. So when it comes to their past emotional cycles, they did not know what they needed to know when it comes to their emotions. They did not know what they needed to know, and they could not find this information online. They had to literally look within to find it, and that's why I said I was hoping the Hermit card would fall out, but it never came out. But what they seek, you can't pay for this. You can't have somebody else do it. And they didn't know that in the past. Well, then let's talk about their present emotional cycle. What's going on right now? The truth. The truth is the truth. It doesn't matter who read the cards. It doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. It doesn't matter if I try to make it sound a little prettier. The truth is the truth. It's not my truth, but the truth is the truth. And with the high priestess coming out several times, they know what it is. They know what it is. And as soon as they acknowledge that, they'll be okay. They will be okay as soon as they acknowledge that. As long as they continue to live in this fantasy world that's appeasing to social society or whatever the case may be, they won't be living in their truth. And it may seem a little hard, but it's only hard because you believe it's hard. That's it. That's all. So, what's the future cycle for these two? Wow. Let's go to it. Where is it at? This is the. Which. Wait. Is this it? Yeah. No. Where is it at? I can never find this motherfucking card. Because I never really. Here we go. So when it comes to their future cycle, we have the void moon. And the void moon talks about do nothing, right? It says, as a very powerful being, you know that you're creating your reality with your thoughts and your actions every day. Even so, drawing this card suggests that you need to do nothing for now. This is a time to tread the waters, so to speak. Allow at least 24 hours to pass before you take any future actions. God damn it, man. This is a time to set your intentions, to make a wish, or try to um, listen. This isn't the time to set intentions, make wishes, or try to influence anyone. Now is the time to just be. Meditation, do yoga, take a walk in nature. There's a good chance that whatever you're worried about isn't going to manifest. It is said that whatever's being under the void of the course moon bears no fruit. So drawing this card suggests any anxiety you have is unwarranted and will only cause more stress. However, if you're really hoping for something to happen, there's a good chance it's not going to, at least not yet. You need to be patient. This isn't a negative card per se, but it does suggest no change is coming yet. Okay? Worrying achieves nothing. There's nothing to worry about. There's a time for action. The time for action has passed. Allow events to unfold in their own time. Nothing will come of this situation. And that's really what I was going to say with do nothing instead of reading it, because I know at the end of the day what this card means, and it means nothing. Do nothing means because nothing, no matter what you do, nothing is going to come of this situation. This is a future cycle card for the future. So no matter what it is that they're trying to achieve or accomplish, you're not going to achieve or accomplish it unless you're living in your truth. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we got meant to be. So let's read what it says, y'all. The fuck was that? That song. Y'all know that song. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's what I was. Yeah, well, here you go. It says, some things are just meant to be, and it seems as though that might apply to whatever you're asking here. That doesn't mean you can just sit around and do very little or nothing and expect everything to fall into your lap. We all constantly create our lives, so you need to do whatever is necessary to steer this situation in the right direction. direction. The only way to steer it in the right direction is to live in your truth. It says, we are all constantly creating our lives, so you need to do what is necessary to steer this situation in the right direction you want it to go. But move forward in the knowledge. Move forward in the knowledge that you are on the right track, or this car wouldn't come up. The situation has meant to be written all over it. Trust that and go with it. What's happening good is right for you in your soul's development at this point. So keep moving forward towards whatever you want. Turning into a lunar cycle can only help. So go for it during the waxing moon. Release the grip of attachment during the waning cycle. This is part of your soul's journey, following your feelings, creating the reality of your dreaming. Know that the celestial realms are on your side. The answer is yes. As much as the idea of destiny is a lovely one, it's becoming clear that we create our own reality. How feelings are empowered. How feeling and empowered is that? So, remember when I said it seems like what's ever gonna happen is gonna happen, but by the time they realize it, it may be a little too late, you know? So, that's all I got to say. And then it says, take a breath. Oh, I think these two need to sit down for a second and just think about which direction they really want to go in. That's the key word. They, not them, not those over there, but they. Because I said there's definitely love here. Okay. But, you know, will you be happy? Ultimately, that's what it all boils down to, right? Will you be happy? Are you happy now? I mean, are you truly happy? Okay. If here's the question. If, hypothetically speaking, hold on, let me get a drink, because I don't want nobody to say, oh, you're wishing negative stuff on them. Hold on. Hypothetically speaking. And this is not just for them, this is for anybody. But since we're talking about them, hypothetically speaking, if they had nothing, you know, regardless of who got what, if they had absolutely nothing but a cardboard box and a sidewalk to set it up on, would you be happy together? It's just that simple. If you can answer that question, then you know your answer. All you got is a cardboard box, each other, and a sidewalk. Would you be happy together? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Not, well, it depends on why we ended up. Well, it depends on if it, no, that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is you have each other. Obviously, you got your heart, you're breathing, and you got this cardboard box. That's shelter. Okay? Would you be happy? That's it. If the question is well, then no. It ain't no goddamn well. Yes or no. Well, say I wouldn't be happy because I'm in it. Well, then, no. The answer is no. Anyway, so that's what they have to ask themselves. Yeah, what 50 Cent say? Would you love me something? And would you love me in something? I got 21 questions and they all about us. Okay? Yeah, he gave you a lot. Shit, I ain't got the Lambo, but I got this bus pass. Would you still love me? You feel me? For real. Let me tell you. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Love is not based off of the shoes you wear and your nails and your hair. It's not. It's not the bundles, man. It ain't the Birkin bags. Yes, no. It's not about your social standing. No. That should be crazy to me. Anyway, these are the hidden truth oracle cards. And this is where it gets a little messy. This me being messy. Y'all done turned me into a messy marble. Okay? A messy marble. I did not used to be this messy. Listen. These are the hidden truth. And I want to know, what is Jaafar's hidden truth? I want to know what is Maddie's hidden truth. And I want to know what is the truth they both avoid. They both avoid. At the bottom of the deck, naturally, I speak to you through music. Okay? Naturally. Does she sing too? Is she a singer? I want to feel that way again. They want that old thing back. And the only way to get that old thing back is going back to a point where all you cared about was just being with that person. When you didn't care about who said this, who said that, you got to go back to what they say, ground zero. Yep. So, I need 3 cards. I need the first card to be Jaafar's hidden truth. Don't? Okay. What is Jaafar's hidden truth, please, Spirit? 1 card. Okay. Oh, he got 2. Okay. What's Maddie's hidden truth? Now he want to get 2 cards. What is Maddie's hidden truth? What is Maddie's hidden truth, please? 1 card. Wow. What's the truth they both avoid then? What is the truth they both avoid? That's crazy. Really? This is some wild shit, man. So, this is crazy. Let's talk about the truth they both avoid. Which, we already know this. Well, shit. This is the truth that they both avoid. I hide who I really am from you. Of course. Because you get so lost in performing for the outsiders that you forget damn near who the fuck you are in the relationship. You too busy putting on a show for everybody else. I hide who I really am from you. Do you even know who you are? This is what they both avoid. Both of them. I hide who I really am from you. Maddie, her truth, her hidden truth. I feel you leaving me behind. She already feels like he's leaving her behind. She just ain't really saying nothing about it. But is she really not? Because I think she's talking to a lot of people about it. I think she's talking to a lot of people about it. Somebody knows something. Perhaps her best friend. Perhaps her mother or a mother figure. I feel you leave. This is her truth. And we got the Eight of Cups. That's all the Eight of Cups is about. Ain't nothing good about this fucking cup. Psst. Now here's the interesting thing. He got two cards, and it's the first time two cards that came out on his behalf. I wish I could share my good news with you. What good news is that, Jaafar? Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty. What is it? This is your person that you with. Why do you wish you could share your good? Why is that hidden? Why is that your hidden truth? Huh? Where they do that at? Ooh. Now that's ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. For real? Okay. Somebody think he the underdog. Yep. It's a show. It's a show called Underdog. Damn, I'm telling my age. That's why he can't share it, because somebody thinks he's the underdog. He must be tired of rescuing somebody. So many things reminds me of you. Who the fuck is this? Now y'all got me scratching my head now. Now, don't do that. Don't do that now. So many things reminds me of you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Lord have mercy. Listen, I don't know enough about these two to know who. I just don't know. See, I didn't even know who these people were. But man, I tell you one thing. Anyway, these is the Comic Insight Oracle cards. This shit is a trip. I want to know what the underlying energy is with the Cosmic Insight. I want to know what energy drives their connection, and I want to know what energy complicates it. Oh my God, y'all. This don't even. Moving on. Someone is unavailable and a waste of time, and it is over. Oh my God, I'm gonna get so much shit for this fucking reading. I don't fucking care. God damn. 2 cards, please. What? Oh! Ooh! Oh! God damn, that was ugly. What drives their connection? Well, then, what complicates it? What complicates their connection? 1 card, please. So, The underlying energy here, what energy drives their connection? We got divorced, but it came out in the reverse. Okay? Experiencing a breakup. All right? Came out in the reverse, though. I said, what energy complicates it? Someone has something to tell you. There's a confession coming. There's a confession coming. And at the bottom of the deck, intimacy, sexual chemistry, and reminiscing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's use the Kipper, y'all. Let's use the Kipper. I want 3 cards, and I want to use this for the real world influence. I want to know what's the outside influences affecting their connection. I want to know what path their connection is on, and what is the outcome surrounding it. 3 cards, that's it. First card, outside influence, okay, affecting their connection. I want to know what path this connection is on, and I want to know what the outcome of this energy surrounding them. Bottom of the deck, message of concern. Is anybody surprised to see it? No, not me. Sudden wealth. Is anybody surprised to see that? No, not me. Let me get 3 cards, please. I'm so over this. I'm so over it. Thoughts, and then we have house. Message of concern was at the bottom of the deck. Now we got thoughts, and then we got house. Put this shit back in here, bro. 3 cards, man. What is the external influence affecting their connection, please, Spirit? What is the outside influences? Courthouse and thoughts again. Somebody could be in his ear, or somebody from his past could be in his ear. What path is this connection on? Distant horizon in the reverse. So we're talking about what path their connection is on. With this distant horizon coming out in reverse, that's, ooh, I didn't even look at that. We got bad health right there. I didn't even see that. But there may be a delay when it comes to the connection, the path their connection on. It could be a delay. It could be. Somebody could be sick. Something could happen where they might have to put something on the back burner. I'm not for sure. What is the outcome surrounding the energy? What is the outcome? We got main female. That comes around their energy. Followed by, high honors, adjudication. And main female. I don't care for this type of energy because we talking about real world. What's up under there? Oh Lord, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Wealthy man. It was up under there, no bullshit. I don't care for this energy at all because I just don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it because it ain't right. It's not right. Something not right here, y'all. There could be some court issues. There could be something. We got adjudication here, followed by high honors. When I think about adjudication and high honors being coupled together, I'm not getting good vibes only because of what I had got earlier. Something is going to be delayed or put on the back burner because if something's going to occur, they have to put things on the back burner for these two. Wealthy man. And then we got coffin. Yeah. Something's going to happen. Main female, wealthy man, and coffin. Court might be involved. Yeah. Let's use the signs of the time. I don't use these for the future energy. I just want to know what their connection produces. And I want to know what their future dynamics looks like. Recovery. Oh, Jesus. And action. Can I get 2 cards, please? What does their connection produce, Spirit? What does it produce? What does their connection produce? In the reverse. Damn. That's crazy. It did it again, y'all. It did it again. Y'all, it did it again. I said, what does their connection produce? Remember earlier, with the Our World Today Oracle cards, and I wanted to know about his role in her life and her role in his life. And remember, we had the shadow and we had the karmic, but even more so, we had 38 and we had 39. So I just asked what their connection produces, okay? I was only supposed to get 1 card, but they fell out in reverse, and it says community and it says energy, okay? Their connection produces energy in the community, okay? Showing up for the show, performing, playing the game, playing the role, even though it came out in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where are you putting your energy at, and what are you doing it for? This is what their connection produces. But even more so, look at the numbers. 36 and 37. 36, 37, 38 and 39. And we have number 29 over there. They definitely, I tell you one thing for sure. Their bond is strong as hell. Like, they bond is strong. Like, these two got a tight ass bond. I can tell you that much. It's tight. It's real tight. It's definitely tight. Like, it's the type of bond where, say for instance, hypothetically speaking, if they was to break up, they would still be like in each other's life, or you break up with somebody or whatever, you don't want to see them, don't want to, they would still be around each other, like just like that, like for real. It'd be like they never broke up in the first place, like for real. They got like, and I rarely say this, but they got like a real life soul contract, like for real. If it's not a soul contract, it's like one of them twin flames, and I don't never say that. I never say that, but they connection is very tight. It's very tight. Like I said, there's love here. Hmm. Even if they were hypothetically speaking to split for whatever reason, it's like they never split it in the first place. I'm telling you, that's how it is. She would still be around his family, or his family would still be around her, whatever. They still gonna show up to family reunions, vacations, all that type of shit. I'm telling you, it's like nothing would even change. That's just the funny part about it. What do their future dynamics look like? Oh, we have resilience right here. Succulent. What would their future dynamics look like? Just one card. Don't give me two. What would their future dynamics look like, Spirit? What would these two future dynamics look like? I'm not taking all of that. That's a lot of goddamn cards, but I will take this one. See what I'm saying? Okay, I'll take it. Only because it turned over. Look at this. Look at this. Look how it came out. Healing. Reflection. The only way to heal is to look at the situation for what it really is. Reflection, mirrors. Then you'll have the good luck. And then you'll have the opportunity. What does their future dynamics looks like? Destiny. Destiny. They definitely got some type of soul contract here. That's why I said, even if they were to open up and see the truth for what it is, they still wouldn't. We know that shit, all these cards came out that lets me know that they will do the healing. They will do whatever it is that they need to do, and they'll still be in each other's world. Because that's just what it is. They more than likely have to know each other either in a past lifetime or something like that. Yeah. Well, last card. Last card. What's the final message? What does the universe want them to know? Bottom of the deck, we got to take action. Look for a sign. What does the universe want them to know? One card, please. Oh, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we got improving health and we got take action. Somebody could be, I don't know, somebody, either them or something. Somebody's sick and needs some help, and they need to hurry up and look into that. Sooner than later, because take action came out again. And it got improving health. And didn't I say something earlier about, oh yeah, we talked about healing. And with the Kipper, I talked about bad health and coughing. Somebody, I don't know, somebody in their circle or them probably need to go make sure everything is everything. Their health is good, family member health is good, somebody health is good. Check on it, or they own something like that. All right, what's behind it? Be assertive. Do it now. Do it now. I don't know, but you might hear something in the news about somebody in the Simpson or the Jackson family about health. Doesn't necessarily have to be him or her, but could be, but somebody in that circle. They need to do it now. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shout out to the person who requested the reading. Remember, anybody can request a reading. Also, somebody had left a comment about a request that somebody had made. Just know that at the end of the day, I am the one who can determine whether or not I want to do a request or not. Nobody else can determine what I should read on and not read on, or what you should ask to be read on or requested. I'll determine if I want to read it or not do the request. Somebody had made a comment saying somebody should have never requested the reading that was requested. I'll be the one to determine that. Okay? Y'all keep sending y'all requests in. If I see something like that on my channel in the comment section or whatever, you will be blocked. You will be removed. Your comment will be hidden. Okay? I mean, everybody should be able to request what they want to. I want this channel to be a safe space. I want everybody to feel comfortable. And I will block you, hide you, delete your, remove your comment. Because no one should be posting anything that makes anybody feel like they can't request what they want to. And if they do, they should feel some type of way about it. Like, what the fuck? That's weird. So, yeah. That comment has been blocked. All that shit. I don't play that. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I have, y'all. Enjoy your Thursday. Bye.